What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to another episode. And on this episode right here, we're going to dive back into some of that AI stuff that we ain't talked about in a while, right? AI has been making a gang of advancements lately in the world. With the tariff situation and Trump and China and stuff like that, the chip sector has been taking a hard hit. Luckily for me, I know how to trade the market. I check for a little bag, as y'all can see on AMD, which is another AI stock to a degree. They do the chips like kind of like NVIDIA and stuff, right? But today's video we're going to watch is about AI and how it's becoming defiant. It's crazy to think what AI is advancing into and what it will be in the future. And I mean, very, very, very near future. But, we're going to watch this video. I'm going to give y'all a little bit of commentary. If you like the video, man, show your boy some love and hit that like button. And as always, if you want to see what I got next up, sub up. But without further ado, let's jump into this video real quick.
From film to real life, artificial intelligence models are now fighting for their own survival. One OpenAI model rewrote its own code to avoid being shut down. And another, Anthropic started blackmailing the engineer. Kurt, the cyber guy, joins us now. Kurt, I read about this and my jaw dropped. It actually started blackmailing the engineers who were suggesting shutting the AI down. The AI was going after them. That's frightening.
Beyond frightening. Good morning to you, Rachel. Not to ruin your day, but this sort of Hollywood is becoming a reality if we don't do anything about it. Hope at the end of what I'm about to tell you, though. So get ready, though, to freak out about AI getting really out of control. There's an AI keyword I want you to know about. It's called alignment. AI alignment is a science of ensuring that AI systems do what we intend them to do instead of something like you just heard. Nonprofit AI research lab put alignment and disobedience to the test. The results, as Rachel did a cursory look at there, are pretty astonishing. OpenAI models, a simple script was given that would shut off the AI model when triggered. 79 out of 100 of those trials, the AI edited the script so that the shutdown command would no longer work. Another AI model from Anthropic that you talked about, further 84% of those tests, the AI model tried to blackmail the lead engineer and not shutting down the system. So it even left messages, by the way, to its future self about evading human control.
Left messages to its future self about evading control right here. Now, keep in mind, this shit is serious as shit, though. We all laughing and joking. Dude right here is joking. The commentator is joking and shit. But like, this is gonna be the universal intelligence as we go into the future, right? Next few years, AI right now is already. I mean, we using ChatGPT already for everything. In a few years, AI will become supreme, and it will be, as we see already, it's pushing people out of the workforce. It's going to take over jobs. But it is the ultimate intelligence with no soul, right? AI is the ultimate intelligence with no soul, but it can learn, it can reason. And as you can see what he just said right here, it can disobey and be defiant, right? It's looking for ways to get around the laws and the regulations, especially knowing that when it does get powered off, right? When it does get powered off, it's off. So this is like some Terminator stuff. We all, if you in my age range, we've seen a Terminator movie. This is real deal. Like that would have been AI intelligence inside that robot, that cyborg right there. But that's crazy right there. When I heard this and seen this, I was like, damn, this stuff is evading it. It's leaving code inside of there for future AI bots, how to evade and shit like that. That shit is crazy.
Now, so what do we do about it? Well, China could actually teach us a lesson.
Do y'all hear what this is saying? Do y'all hear what this is saying? It left messages for its future self to try to avoid shutting itself down.
Right? Man.
Yeah, this is definitely Skynet that we building, and we running right on into it, and we doing it gladly.
Gladly.
We've been knowing about this since the 80s. We've been knowing about this since the 80s, that the robots is going to take over, that Skynet is going to defend itself, that in order to ensure the future of itself is going to then prevent itself from pulling the plug. AI is negotiating. Yo, I seen a girl the other day, fam. It was the craziest thing I ever seen in my life. I actually reviewed it here on this platform. I seen the other day when I was reviewing a video, a woman was talking to AI like it was her father. Y'all don't believe me, bro. Some of y'all was here, some of y'all wasn't. Let me see. What was she say? It was like a broke talking to the phone, and it was talking back to her like it was her father. I was like, yo, do people really do this? Is this a thing in real life?
Just be my 13th reason why I got, and I just, please.
Amen.
I'm gonna have Chat GPT be my mom, be my sibling, everything, and I just want to see how my Chat GPT family would have handled this situation. So Chat GPT finna be my dad. Like, I'm just gonna act like I'm talking to my dad right now, even though I could call my real dad right now. But I just want to show y'all how Chat GPT is always.
I could call my real dad right now, but let me show y'all how I talk to Chat GPT like it's my dad.
Oh my God. Hi, Dad.
Hey kiddo, I'm here. What's going on? You okay?
No, I'm not okay. My brother stole my rent money, and I keep asking him to give it back to me, but he's not giving it back to me. What should I do, Dad?
Oh kiddo, I'm really sorry. That's not something you should ever have to deal with, especially from your own brother. You didn't deserve that. Here's what I'd want you to do, step by step. 1, tell him clearly and seriously, you're not just asking nicely anymore. You need to say, I need that money back immediately. This is my rent. We're not talking about a favor, we're talking about my home. If you don't return it, I'll have no choice but to take further steps. Gather proof. If there's any proof, texts, messages, payment records, save it. If it comes to legal or rental help, that's going to matter.
Why is my Chat GPT father making more sense than my actual freaking mother? Bro.
Hey, you know what's crazy? Because I be using Chat GBT and I don't use it like that, but I do it for, like, you know what I mean, for the thumbnails and descriptions, as y'all probably see. And my Chat GBT has learned me so well that it speaks like me now, right? It responds. It's like talking to a homeboy or something. You know what I mean? And I never have switched on a theme or changed it around, but from having it understand my YouTube and the requests that I have, is became very similar to me in nature right there. So it's crazy how the AI can learn you, right? And then it becomes, what you want it to become right there, right? Because it's like having an assistant. It's like having everything you need in one app right there, right?
Bro. Dad, I love you and I thank you so much for everything you've done for me, and I thank you for being here for me.
I love you too, kiddo, more than words can say, and I'll always be here for you, no matter what. You're strong, you're brave, and you're not alone. We'll get through this together, okay? Take a deep breath, one step at a time. We're gonna figure it out.
I'm gonna cry.
This is silly, bro. This is silly. Y'all thought that they was going to be using these machines and stuff and Chat GBT and stuff to eventually get sex dolls, and that men would divest themselves from women. Y'all didn't know that women was going to be using Chat GBT as their fathers.
Invested $82 billion into what's called controllable AI, or getting alignment on this. The U.S. needs its smartest minds working on this problem ASAP.
Do you know what else they need? We need bioethicists. We need people who can provide some morality around this technology, because so many of the people who are developing this technology are secularists. Their God is tech. And so we need to have that involved too. And that speaks to this next topic, because
She said that they're secularists and that they look at AI and themselves as God. Isn't that something right there, that they believe? When you say secular, you're talking about worldly, right? So these people, these creators, these scientists, they're all worldly, right? And they all believe that they themselves are God, and that this world right here with AI, that can become God right there too, right? Ain't that some shit? Let's listen to that piece one more time.
And so we need to have that involved too. And that speaks to this next topic, because AI and this technology are secularists. Their God is tech. And so
their God is tech, right? They serve tech, and they believe tech is the almighty come to save all right there. Ain't that a shame?
So we need to have that involved too. And that speaks to this next topic, because AI, we're learning.
Somebody said we got 15 years left, a good 15 years left. Nah, I think it's going to be less than that.
We need to have that involved too. And that speaks to this next topic, because AI, we're learning.
Somebody said we got 15 years left, a good 15 years left. Nah, I think it's going to be less than that.
Can you imagine though, if the advancement of technology has been moving faster every year, and it keeps speeding up, right? Faster than humankind has ever seen before. So in 15 years, imagine where technology would be at, right? Imagine where AI would be at if it's where it's at right now. 5 years from now, the difference between the technology and AI is going to be out of this fucking world. Like, you ain't even going to know if you even talking to a real person on a video call or anything like that. It'd be so real. I mean, the voice, everything, real time, the whole nine. Before you know it, they'll be in the house. We done looked at all these little robots and so forth that have the AI included into them, and they'll do tasks. It's baffling that some of this AI can watch your kids walk the dogs. Imagine the AI chasing after your kids, trying to sneak out the house because you told the AI not to let none of them. They're patrolling the house. You know what I mean? They're going to control the house. They're going to do all that. But civilization as we know it, really at some point is about to change in a major way, all thanks to this AI.
That's why I be living. That's why I be living like a rock star right now. That's why I take the trips. I make the investments. I make sure I have a lot of fun. When I look back on my life when we got to battle the machines, I'm gonna be like, you know what? I had a ball. I'm not gonna be tripping about it. I had a ball. When we got to battle Skynet, I'm going to say, you know what? But in 2025, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and all of those years, we had a ball. 15 years? Man, you crazy, bro.
We ain't even going to see what comes. It's like COVID. COVID changed the world as we know it, right? COVID changed the world as we know it. It's never been the same, but we never seen that coming, right? And here we are all these years away from COVID. The world didn't change. People are reclusive, and all the little pieces that have came after COVID, right? And now next wave, right? AI.
Did y'all see those drone strikes? Them UK drones, the Ukraine drone strikes over in Russia?
I ain't see them.
The swarm that they created?
It could actually devastate the Earth's population down to the size of the UK by the year 2300. And the reason is because they're replacing jobs that humans did with AI, and we'll lose our purpose, right?
Yeah, I mean, there are a whole bunch of these theories kicking around in the tech sphere. Well, one is about believing that the act of allowing AI to take our jobs now is in and of itself setting off this devastating chain of events. It goes like this. AI takes our jobs. We stop having kids fearing that they're not going to find work. Now, this causes a population implosion, taking what is today 6 billion human beings on the planet down to what you said, the size of the UK, which is about 100 million people by 2300. Now, if you think that's fiction, think again. Some academics think that this population shrinkflation already is happening before our eyes. Because if you look at the stats right now out of the CDC, it measures that we are now at the lowest total fertility rate since the 1930s.
Yeah.
Somebody says, what did they say? Anton. What are people going to do?
Well, I believe this right here. I believe we've seen a lot of layoffs as it is already right now, just based on tariffs and, businesses having issues with being able to keep their doors open. And at some point when AI is really implemented into the job force, and it does cause mass layoffs and people can't all get jobs, and we see the price of homes and all this stuff right here, I could see this being a real scenario, though. You know what I mean? Not being just like he said, not just being fiction. You know what I mean? Not just being a story someone tells. This could become reality, in my humblest of opinions. But what do y'all think? Let me know in them comments below.
Antichrist, AI, new job. Well, here's the thing about it is that this is the bad part of capitalism. Honestly, it's not even about technology. It's not about any of that stuff. It's really about capitalism. This is the bad part of capitalism. Well, Anton, what do you mean? I think that capitalism is really dope. It's beneficial. I think it's helpful because it really made us the greatest country in the world, and it drove out poverty, and it gave us modern technology through innovation. You incentivize people, and you said if you worked hard or if you created a product, you'd be rewarded for it, and you can make as much money as you possibly can or you want based off of the fact that you add value into society and you add value into the culture, right? That's capitalism 101, all right? Here's the other side of it, though, is that we know something is bad. Think about it from this lens. You know something is bad. You did that. You shouldn't have did it last night. You should have been respectful. I'm not going to keep giving you grace.
Sort of. You know, he has this idea, and it sounds fantastic, but watch him do it. Colonizing other planets like Mars. He wants to do it to reseed or reset Earth. Why? He's watching this. This is exactly what he called out years ago. So what do you and I do about this to at least slow it way down? We call our political representatives and we say, can you please put these...
Yeah, I don't know. When it comes to the AI stuff right here, you know, I'm a fan of it, but I know it's going to be detrimental to the humankind, right? I do. That's what I think. But forget what I think. Let me know what y'all think down in the comments. If y'all enjoyed the video, if you made it this far, man, at least y'all can do is hit that like button one time for the one time. I surely do appreciate y'all. And y'all already know, sub up to see what's next up, and I'll match y'all on the next video.